With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Johnson. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. With a lot of the media, Charles, ourselves included, starting to prep those MVP ballots, you wonder if last week's performance, which he admitted was not very good, if that hurt him at all coming down the stretch.
Less than 50 yards on the ground in last week's game that you referenced, and let's face it, if he has another game like that, we'll erase him from the MVP discussion. He won't even be talked about anymore. He has to bounce back with 100+ in this one in order to stay in that race.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Minshew. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Ty Johnson, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Titans 0. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jackson.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
5-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
On the tackle.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
A gain of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Second down. It's Henry, and he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And it's third down.
Jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Taken down at the
Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And the Titans first down.
On first down, it's Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the Jaguars' 44-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
7 yards.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, exit. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for deep.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, one set. Check line 54. Line 54. Gone. One, two, be done. Check nickel.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into 10. Tennessee territory.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Titans 3.
Gator, protein spill. Shift.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Laviska Shenault with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Titans 3. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Derrick Henry. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Miles Jack.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. He finds Humphreys. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
1st down, Titans.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A 1st first down carry for Henry. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. On the screen, this is Evans. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
At the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Hey, Orbit. Number 53.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 16 yards, a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
1st and 10.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jayon Brown charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
7-yard line.
They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Minshew sets to throw. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. That one complete. He finds Sharp. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
At the 17-yard line.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Now Minshew. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
61, Matchbox Lights.
Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
Let's go. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey, echo. Mike's 54.
They're going to look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Titans going to get the ball to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working and call more of that.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Tannehill. That's complete to Darrington Evans, the running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that's caught by Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12.
First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Tennessee.
Here we go, here we go. The 30! Flag, 51.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. That's complete, middle of the field to Humphreys. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
21 yards.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10, running from the gun with Henry. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
22, Derrick Henry.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's got his target. It's Humphreys. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 16. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
First down, Titans.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Tackle by the corner, C.J. Henderson.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Tannehill. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
High 7.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
I
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Connection made with Chenault. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Yeah.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Will Compton gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Here's Minshew. He gets it left side of Johnson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Lambo will put this one through. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Tannehill now to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Henry, he's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Pass caught left side by Humphries.
Tannehill's pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Titans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Tannehill. The open man is Smith. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Tannehill throwing again. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Throwing again is Tannehill. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go to Johnson again. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Down at the 31.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
4.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw it. Minshew. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's Tannehill. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, it's Henry. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now it's Tannehill. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
First down, Titans.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Touchdown.
A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans have taken the lead. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Titans 21, Jaguars 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
29-yard line.
They'll look to throw. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. 54-2.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. Back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for Tennessee, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.